Hey everyone, Thomas here. Today I'm making a pumpkin pie. But I do it a little different than traditional pumpkin. Okay, I'm starting with the crust. It's just a regular basic homemade crust. 2.5 cups of flour. Oops. And add some. I'm using sea salt. This is a quarter. I'm using a half. And three-quarters of a cup of shortening. You can use lard or whatever kind you want. I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to throw it in. And then 6 tablespoons of butter, but it's chopped up, and I froze it, so it's really cold. It just seems to work better that way. And I'm going to give that a mix. As that's mixing, I'm going to add my water. It's a half a cup of water, ice cold water. I'm going to add a little bit of flavor to the crust, just a little bit of rum. It's I thought it was spiced rum, but I guess not. A little more water. Yeah, you don't want my arms are right in the way. The dough to stick to your hands when you do this. So it's all done. I'm gonna let that rest while I mix up the pumpkin. You can see the chunks of butter in there. That gives it a really good flaky crust too. over here, I'm going to start mixing up the pumpkin. Can you see? I'm using the recipe on the can. A lot of times I make my own pumpkin puree, but I'm using the recipe on here, but I'm going to add, instead of, I'm only going to add 1 can of evaporated milk, and the rest is going to be French vanilla, coffee cream, and regular milk. And I'll probably add a little bit of spiced rum to it too. So let me get this open. Pause. Okay, calls for 4 eggs. So I'm gonna mix them up separate. I'll go ahead and add the rum to the eggs. I don't know how much I add, I just throw it in. And put the spices in here. This is cinnamon. It calls for 2 teaspoons. This is a half a teaspoon, so nutmeg, or no, cloves. Just a half a teaspoon of that. Ground ginger, 1 teaspoon. It's almost empty, so and it doesn't call for pumpkin pie spice, but I'm adding 3/4 of a teaspoon. Mix that up the best I can. Okay, I'm going to add the pumpkin to a big bowl. And the evaporated, oops, no. Mix that up. And then I'm gonna get the regular milk. I have French vanilla coffee cream. I'll do 3/4 of the can. And the rest is milk. Mix that up. Now add the eggs and the spices. You want to mix everything mixed real good. You can add sweetened condensed milk too, but I think this is pretty good. So it's pretty runny. Usually it's a lot more runny, but it'll be good. That's good spices. I'll set that aside so I can roll out the dough. Okay, I set the oven for 425. You bake the pie for 15 minutes on 425, and then you turn it down to 350 for 30 to 45 more minutes. So I'm gonna roll out the dough. You can, oh, you're probably shaking. You can see the butter That'll melt right into the crust and give it a really good flavor. Make it nice and crispy. I've got my pan all greased, my pie dish. So the butter's coming out. Okay, put my pan down. Just unroll it. And trim it around the edge. I'm gonna put some in spots that it's missing. And then, if you want, you can decorate the sides however you want. Sometimes we have leaf cutters, and we cut leaves and put them around the edge after we put the filling in. But I'm not going to do it this year. So there's one. You want about the same. You want the crust the same size, pretty much all the way around. That's big enough. Yeah. Butter sticking. Oops. That one was better. Rosie, quit. And I'm just doing the same all the way around. Add a little bit right there, and right there. It's not fancy, but it works. And these are, I think, 12-inch pie pans too. Pie dishes. Okay, I'm gonna put the pie filling in. Guess I could have added a little more milk, but that's alright. I have them sitting on pans because sometimes they drip where I spill them. And I'm trying not to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven at 425. For 15 minutes, and then I'll turn it down to 350 for 30 to 45 minutes, and I will show you how they came out. So I just took the pies out. They took about 30 minutes longer than what the directions said because I used milk and coffee cream. So, but that's what they look like. So they smell really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you. Bye.